Hello everyone, my name is Mia Easylay. Thank you for joining today. Today we are going over Burmy, how to get Burmy, how to evolve Burmy, and all of the wonderful things about the Pokemon Burmy. So, some of you may be wondering a little bit about this beautiful little bagworm Pokemon. The first thing is, it is gorgeous, stunning, and glamorous, which is why we have our Burmy earrings, and it evolves into two different Pokemon. It evolves into WormaDAMN, or it evolves into Mothim, depending on its gender. But first and foremost, we're going to go over how do we get Burmy and where do we get Burmy. Once you get in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, you get access to WormaDAMN over in the top left corner after beating Team Galactic. Over here, there's a gentleman who will sell you honey. Now, there are two ways to get honey. You can buy the honey from him, or once you have Combi has an ability where it'll pick honey up naturally. So if you have a little, like, male Combi, it's really good for collecting honey. I just buy it. So the first thing you're going to do is there are things called honey trees. Now, these trees are very special. One way to find out about them is by going to your town map and pressing the plus button and then hitting the R trigger. Notice over here on our location information, this white tree symbol represents where the honey trees are that have not been yet honeyed, okay? These are trees that you can put honey on right now. You have a total of 21 trees. And then if you press R again, these are trees that are honeyed but not yet ready. Oh wait, no. Yes, these are trees that are honeyed but not yet ready or with an encounter. And then if you press R again, see all these little sparkly symbols? These are all the trees that I have honeyed already. So these are trees that are honeyed and ready to go. Alright, so we're going to learn a little bit about honey trees today and a little bit about Burmy specifically. So I have honeyed these trees, and after about 6 hours, the trees will get a Pokemon encounter. You then have 24 hours to get that Pokemon encounter. So for example, let's say I did this at noon. At 6 p.m., the honey tree will get a Pokemon. I have until 6 p.m. the next day to do that encounter, okay? That is how a honey tree works. So, the next thing you want to do is, before you go into your encounter, one little trick, we're going to save the game, and we are going to try to find specifically a Burmy. So, let's go into this honey tree encounter. That is a Combi. Now, one fun thing too, I'm going to show you this real quick. I found a Combi. You can reset your game. So the first thing I'm going to go over with that works for Burmy and Combi, since Combi is a gender-specific evolution, the only way to get Vespiquen is by having a female Combi, and the only way to get Mothim is by having a male Burmy, and WormaDAMN is a female Burmy. In order to do that, you might need a gender-specific Pokemon. One fun thing is that encounter has been decided, but that Pokemon's stats, gender, and shininess have not been determined yet, okay? So, first little bit of information. This honey tree, only thing determined is what Pokemon is here. I know it's going to be a Combi. So, if you don't like the Pokemon that showed up, or you want to shiny hunt a Pokemon with odds of 1 in 4,096, you can just go here and reset the game until you get a shiny Pokemon or a Pokemon of a specific gender, okay? So, once again, if you're hunting specific Pokemon, what you want to do is go in front of those trees, in case you want to shiny hunt, or if you want to just try to collect a Pokemon, you want to go in front of the trees, make sure to save, and then do your encounter, okay? So I know a Combi was in that tree. Let's see what's in this tree. A Wurmple. Okay, let's see what's in this tree. Fingers crossed. Burmy! We got a Burmy. Perfect. So let's take a look at this Burmy. You have a chance of getting a male or a female Burmy. Now, female Burmy evolves into WormaDAMN. A male Burmy will evolve into a Mothim. So if I wanted to shiny hunt this, I could do 24 hours. We have a female Burmy. Now, I don't want to catch a female Burmy today. I want to specifically get a male one. So we're going to go and reset the game real quick. A little fun note that's really fun, okay? You have 21 total trees. 4 of those trees are called special tree chances. Those trees are random, and they're based upon your trainer ID and a secret ID. I don't personally know how to figure that out. You'll be able to figure it out by noticing like what trees are giving you better Pokemon, or if you're able to find Munchlax. A normal tree will have a 70% chance of a standard encounter Pokemon, a 20% chance of a rare encounter Pokemon, and a 10% chance no encounter. A special tree, and once again you have 4 of them in your game, random trees will be determined, and a 1% chance of getting a Munchlax. Now, there are a couple standard encounters you can do. You have a 40% chance of a Wurmple on a standard encounter, 20% Silcoon or Cascoon, a 20% chance of a Combi, 10% of Burmy, 5% Cherubi, and a 5% chance for Apom. On your 4 rare trees, you have a 40% chance of a combi, a 20% chance of Burmy, a 20% chance of Cherubi, 10% of Apom, a 5% chance of Heracross, 5% chance of Wurmple, or a 1% chance of getting a Munchlax. So if you notice that one of your honey trees gives you a Heracross or a Munchlax, that is a special tree. Make sure to write that down. Those are the trees that are more likely to give you a rare encounter. Okay, let's see what's in this tree. Oh, here we go. A male Burmy. So once again, the Pokemon's gender is not predetermined. That Pokemon was a Burmy, but you notice I reset. It went from female to male. This is an entirely different Burmy. So one thing to note also, you cannot change your in-game clock. You have to wait 6 in real life hours. If you change your in-game clock, it's gonna fuck with your honey trees. Okay? Make sure not to change your in-game clock. Unlike games like Animal Crossing where I change the in-game clock and I fuck with it all the time, I cannot do that, okay? In Pokemon Sword and Shield, you can change your in-game clock and mess with the online encounter thing through those little portals to get the game to reset and do certain things to get different encounters. You cannot do that here. If you reset your in-game clock, you will mess with your honey trees. You have to wait 6 real hours. So that is how you catch a Burmy. Now you can slather the bark with honey. If I do this, it's currently noon where I am, so I will not be able to do this until 6 p.m. You cannot catch Burmy anywhere besides a honey tree. A lot of the honey tree Pokemon are in the underground, such as Munchlax, and you can get Wurmples in one of the forests, and you can get Combi in the underground. However, Burmy can only be gotten from a honey tree. So if you want a Burmy, you've got to hunt for it on a honey tree or trade with a friend and breed it. There are 3 different forms for Burmy. Okay? Now, if you have a male Burmy, that Pokemon will evolve always into Mothim. It does not matter what Cloak version you have for the Burmy itself. And if you have a female Burmy, whatever Cloak it has when it evolves, it'll stay as that Cloak forever. Burmy evolves into WormaDAMN or Mothim at level 20. And that is a gender-dependent evolution. So the first form you have is our Plant Cloak form. So this Burmy currently is Bug-type, but when it evolves, it will evolve into a Bug-Grass-type WormaDAMN. You get this Pokemon by using it in a battle in a grassy area. Our second form of Burmy is known as the Sandy Cloak version. This Pokemon, when it evolves, will evolve into a Bug and Ground-type WormaDAMN. And this Pokemon can be obtained by battling it and using it in caves or sandy areas. And your final Burmy form, the cutest form, is the Trash Cloak. Now, a Trash Cloak Burmy, when it evolves, is a Bug and Steel-type Pokemon, which is an amazing dual type. This Pokemon you can obtain by battling and using it in a building setting. And those are your 3 Burmies. Now, over here we have my male Burmy. Right now it's just a Plant Cloak. It does not matter, once again, what form this Burmy is in. It'll always evolve into Mothim. Now, the first thing you want to do is, I'm going to change a form. Right now I have a Sandy Cloak Burmy. The first thing you can do is, in order to get the Plant Cloak Burmy form, you have to use it in a battle while in the grass. Now, I don't need to beat this Starly. I don't need to do anything with this Burmy itself. I'm actually going to switch over into my WormaDAMN Tiffany, but because this Burmy was in the battle, it is going to turn into the Plant Cloak Burmy afterwards. A quick note, once Burmy has evolved into WormaDAMN, it stays that form forever. Burmy can change forms depending on where it battled last. However, Tiffany, my WormaDAMN, will always stay as the Sandy Cloak form. Perfect. So we have defeated this, and my first Burmy was in the battle. So you're going to notice right now, I have 3 female Burmies, all Sandy Cloak, and then I have a Plant Cloak Burmy that's male. There we go. Here is my Plant Cloak Burmy. This is our first one. The next version of Burmy is the Sandy Cloak version. Now, this Pokemon transforms by battling in caves or sandy areas. Over in Route 203, there's one cave you can pop right into. There are other caves in sandy areas, but for right now, there's grass everywhere, so Plant Cloak's really easy to get. We're going to take our Burmy and we're going to battle in this cave. So let's just run around until we get an encounter. Perfect. Now, the Sandy Cloak, when it evolves, turns into a ground type Pokemon. It's very fun. So we're sending out our Plant Cloak Burmy, and all I have to do is make sure it's in the battle, and it'll transform after the battle. How does shyness affect the cloak types? So your shiny forms actually only affect the black part of Burmy. So Burmy and WormaDAMN only go from that dark blackish gray color to that blue tint. And that's it. That's really it. So your cloaks don't actually really change. The only thing that really changes on a shiny WormaDAMN is its base skin tone. Its cloak does not change. It's okay. Its shiny does kind of suck, but I still love it. Okay, perfect. So by battling in cave or sand, if we now notice, our Burmy is now the sandy cloak form. Now the last form we're going to do is known as the trash cloak form. Now to get a trash cloak Pokemon, you have to battle inside of a building. Now there are a couple buildings you can do. After beating the game, I know you can go over to that Rotom area located over in the Eterna Forest. If you're just going through the game and you have your Burmy, you know, you can battle Team Galactic. One place I really like over in Jubilife City, if you go over into this building up in the top, this is known as the Jubilife TV. This is just one area that you can do like a building battle, but there's a daily battle you can do over here. Not only can you get your daily lottery, but if you look over here to the left, there will usually be a person, usually there's a kid, the Pikachu kid or this guitarist, and they want to do a battle. So we're going to battle with them. I have the Burmy I want to change right in the front of the party. I'm going to switch it out, and it'll change from the plant cloak to the trash cloak form. Inside of a gym would also work. So if you're just playing through the game, you can battle inside of a gym, you can battle inside of a Pokemon Center, you can battle inside the Galactic buildings. You just have to be inside of a physical building, okay? And that'll change your Pokemon to the Trash Cloak form. I know when I played Pokemon Platinum, in order to get my Trash Cloak Burmy, I battled where you get Rotom. I just beat up a Ghastly in that building where you find Rotom. Alright, now that we've defeated a Pokemon, now that we've done a Pokemon battle inside of a building, if we check, we will now notice that we have access to the cutest Pokemon form, the Trash Cloak Burmy. Let's head outside and talk a little bit more about this. Now, what we're going to do next is I'm not going to use these Burmys in battle, we're just going to level them up. They need to get to level 20. I personally like to battle these two, especially because I just get money. And I love money. I like to try to separate them. It's my favorite thing. Perfect. Okay, perfect, everybody. All of our Burmys are now leveled up to level 20, which means they're all going to evolve. So we get to see all of the new Burmy forms and evolutions. One sad thing is, in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, they don't learn Hidden Power. And that was a really cool move to use, especially with like a Steel WormaDAMN. If you could get a Steel WormaDAMN with like a Water Hidden Power, if it went up against Fire-type Pokemon because it has a 4x weakness, and you could get a Water Hidden Power, or just something to protect you. I know they're slow, but still. But it's evolution time. Are we excited? I hope the Burmy evolutions don't bug you, but I think we've got these evolutions in the bag, Worm. All right, here it is. So our first Burmy evolving is our Sandy Cloak Burmy. This Burmy is going to evolve into WormaDAMN. Now this WormaDAMN we've probably seen on my channel before, because Tiffany is my Sandy Cloak WormaDAMN. This Pokemon is a bug and ground type. It has pretty good defenses, pretty good attack. It does learn Quiver Dance, but it does have a higher base stat total for attack. Once again, all WormaDAMNs are slow. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Now, I'm not going to use this one, so I'm using moves. Alright, our next Burmy that is evolving is the gorgeous and stunning Trash Cloak Burmy. This is actually my favorite Burmy evolution. It's one of my favorites because I love Bug and Steel-type Pokemon. This is our Trash Cloak. Look at how gorgeous this Pokemon is. Beautiful, stunning. Now, this Pokemon is great to have Quiver Dance with. Because it's got really good defenses. Its special attack is pretty okay too. If you can teach it moves like Bug Buzz, and I believe it also learns Flash Cannon. It does. It can learn the Flash Cannon TM. Even Psychic, Protect, love it. Our next Burmy evolving is our Plant Cloak. Now, I don't know if this is the boy or the girl one. Let's find out. Let's see. Oh, this is our boy! I can see it happening. Look at those little wings! Now, male Burmy, no matter its form, this could have been Plant Cloak, it could have been Sandy Cloak, or it could have been Trash Cloak. Male Burmy always evolves into Motham. Now, Motham also has one of the best shinies in my opinion. Sadly, I do not have a shiny male Burmy yet. One day, fingers crossed. This Pokemon is a bug and flying type. It has very weak defenses, but it has pretty good attack and special attack. Yes, you want this Pokemon to learn Quiver Dance very badly. And our final Burmy form is the easiest one to get because this is the one you find in the Honey Tree. This is our Plant Cloak form. This Pokemon evolves at level 20, and it gets the Plant Cloak by being used in grass. There's grass all over the game, real easy to find. Y'all can figure it out. I believe in you. This Pokemon is a bug and grass type Pokemon, although it is super weak to fire and a couple other things. Like flying. It's got a lot of 4x weaknesses, but it's a really cute Pokemon, and plus it's got little flowers on it. And those are our 3 female WormaDAMNs and our 1 male Motham. Let's take a look at them. Let's see our babies. We have our Plant Cloak. This is now a bug and grass type Pokemon. We can take a look at its stats. Pretty nice. We have our Motham, which is a bug and flying type. We have our Trash Cloak WormaDAMN. Pretty nice stats. Look at that gorgeous defense. Love it. And then we have our Sandy Cloak WormaDAMN. So good luck, everybody, on your WormaDAMNs and your WormaDAMN hunts. Another little note, I'll include a clip in just a second. But if you have all 3 Burmy forms, you can go over to Pastoria City and get a little special prize. Clip coming in a second. And if you go over into Pastoria City, if you go into this building, there should be a little bug catcher guy. Yes, so to the left of the lake, there's a little bug catcher man. You're going to talk to him. You know about Burmy and how they come in different forms? Do you have all forms? I do! And he says, cool, they're all the different forms of Burmy. I feel giddy. Since I feel so giddy, take this. Go ahead, take this. And you can get the Macho Break. Thank you so much for watching my how-to Burmy basic Honey Tree information and how to get the Burmy evolutions for WormaDAMN and Motham. Please don't forget that you're gorgeous, stunning, and glamorous, and please check me out on twitch.tv/MiaEasyLay. If you want to leave a like or a comment on the video, please let me know what your favorite Burmy evolution is, and don't forget you're stunning. Thank you so much for watching today.